One of the things you mentioned about Roy Wakefield was consistency. You could go to any of his locations, and then you mentioned McDonald's as a comparison there. Do you think there will be a Ray Kroc or a national? Is there a future for a national car wash chain?
Well, Mr. Car Wash, with 125 locations, and the only survivor of consolidators. We had several consolidators come into the industry, and they just said, we're going to teach you old guys how to wash cars. Well, none of them really last except Wash Depot, but they got in serious trouble at one time, and they had to regroup. And
they're selling their sites off now.
And now they're selling their sites off. I wasn't aware of that. And and then Procter & Gamble came into the business with their franchise program, and they spent a lot of money in marketing it, but you don't hear any more about it. You don't hear any more about it. And Dan Hanna, who was the genius of engineering equipment. And Dan Hanna, in his heyday of Hanna Industries, was the genius and very competitively priced. I mean, if you could buy something from another manufacturer for $500, Hanna sold it to you for $350 or $400, and it worked just as well. And Dan was a genius, and he ran a fleet of car washes, a chain in Portland, Oregon, 25 or 30 exteriors, and he was a genius until things changed. And for Dan, I think today you're seeing Mr. Car Wash, to have 100, 125, and they're buying them 3 at a time, 4 at a time, 6 at a time. And at first when they started, I said, and they're going to go down the same road as the consolidators, the other consolidators. Well, I was totally wrong. And to have that many car washes, and many of them are full service, they got oil lubes, and to have that many car washes in different states, and to be able to have the proper training, and to train managers, maintenance people, you have to really admire that. And so I think today, as far as making it work, even though Russell Speeders, I think these people are really the real entrepreneurs. It's one thing to have 18 to 20 car washes, but it's another thing to have 125. And even though you could go into a car wash now and then, you don't get a good wash, overall, it seems like they really have a good handle on what they're doing.